Greetings friends. Today we're going to discuss an interesting topic, and that will be blank and null. Many a times we have come across this name while declaring models, but we often don't know what that means. Let's go check it. This is a simple app called blank null, and here in the app I have another app called blank or null. In the models, I have defined this simple ambiguous book model where we have the following field: the name, author, about, and published date. Here, the about is a text field in which blank has been set to true, whereas in published date, null has been set to true. For programmers, these terms are often a bit confusing and they're often used incorrectly. So, what does these even mean? Well, when we have to set a blank value to true, we essentially mean that while saving the model, we don't actually are required to provide any legitimate value to it. Whereas when we are setting null is equal to true, that would mean that we have provided it a value that is null. Now, if this sounds confusing, then it is. You can simply think of it as that the about field does not require to have any value, whereas in published date we have value. Now the next question that might come into your mind is that how can an integer have no value? How can an variable has no value? I mean, of course, there must be some default value when we are entering it. Well, that truly is the case, and initially some default value is provided. However, that is the case when the field is something like integer, float, character, or anything like that. Whereas in field like text, it is not the case. This is where the correct use of null and blank comes into the picture. If you are using or making a field that may have a garbage value, make sure to initialize it or at least set the null is equal to true so that it does not lead to any runtime errors while running the program in case the user forgot to enter a value. Whereas in fields like text, where the user may or may not want to provide an input, it is advised that you enter blank is equal to true. Apart from this, you should also know that blank and null are regarded as false if they are encountered in a statement like those of conditions. For example, if statement, while statements, and so on. With that, I will end today's lecture. I hope that this session was productive for you. Thank you.